Today we will be checking back in with ASX lithium stock Argosy Minerals. Their ticker on the ASX is AGY. We're going to be looking at the technical analysis side of things on their chart, looking at the price performance over the past few months, as well as taking a look at what has been occurring operationally more recently. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another ASX stock analysis video. Today we're taking a look at AGY on the ASX. Their name is Argosy Minerals and they are a lithium miner. They are starting to go into production in their commissioning phase right now and have just managed to hit a very big milestone. But we'll get to that in a moment. The most important thing I want you guys to know from this, I suppose, high-level perspective is AGY is poised to become the second lithium carbonate producer on the ASX. So obviously that in itself is very big when we have a market such as lithium where the price of it is going absolutely crackers and has been for a long period of time. AGY is certainly poised to be in a position where they're able to take advantage of those really good lithium prices while slowly building up their Rincon facility, which in stage 1 is aiming to be 2,000 tonnes per annum. Then in stage 2, further upgraded by 10,000 tonnes to have a grand total of 12,000 tonnes per annum of lithium carbonate being produced. But right now, let's take a look at what's been happening with their commissioning. In their most recent update on the 1st of March 2023, Argosy Minerals stated that they had commenced obviously their production operations and they have managed to produce over 5 tonnes of battery grade material in their plant. Now this is very significant given the fact that it is clearly labelled as battery grade. We can see lithium carbonate prices have recently hit $72,000 per ton US for that battery grade material on the spot market. And the reason why battery grade is so important is due to the purity. The battery grade they're producing is 99.76 lithium carbonate percentage, and this is higher than what is known as technical grade, which while yes, it is still considered usable, it is not as usable or as pure as the battery grade stuff that we're seeing come out of Argosy Minerals. So this is really a big competitive advantage for the company. We're expecting to see that this is going to be the second ASX listed battery quality lithium carbonate producer very shortly. Producing 5 tonnes of battery grade quality lithium carbonate is significant and a major milestone for AGY and is certainly putting them in a very good position moving into the future. But let's take a look at where they have been from a pricing perspective over the past few months. We're going to do some technical analysis on their chart. Welcome into Argosy Minerals chart, guys. As you can see right now, as of the close on the 17th of March, we are sitting at a value of 55.5 cents. The drop we've seen over the past week has really been due to the fact that the overall market has taken a tumble due to the banking situation in the US, so I wouldn't look too deeply into it. Obviously, it is alarming that we have seen such a drop, and the volume in particular today is also very alarming on a red day. But given how significant it was and the lack, I suppose, of price action when it came to this stock, shows that there is certainly a lot of strength there. To put things into perspective, AGY just hit an all-time high on the 9th of February. That was a value of 80.5 cents. So really good stuff there. So first things first, what can we notice from this chart? Well, it looks like we're uptrending in quite a nice pattern. And what I'm going to do is take just this top end over here and try and measure it out to see exactly where we are sitting from a price perspective. And just chucking it right at this point here, you can see that's probably a relatively good top end for our channel. If I then take a second line and put it on the bottom, we can see sort of where we are expecting to sit at. You can see key points being touched on multiple occasions on that bottom end. Right now it's looking like we may have just fallen out of this overall upwards trend, which is probably driven this big drop in volume, I suppose, or big increase in volume, I should say, and a drop in the value. As a result, we are now looking at a support point over here of 52.7 cents, which is the 200-day EMA. Secondly, I also did notice that if we zoom up to the chart just here, we can see that a cross has unfortunately occurred of the 20-day moving average below the 50-day moving average. This indicates that we are seeing a short-term pricing reversal overall in the trend. As you can see, this has certainly been seen over the past week, and we are now moving in a downwards perspective. Hopefully what we're going to see on Monday is that the volume comes back in and we see a bit of a recovery on AGY back into this chart up here, much similar to what we saw if we go back down to here on the 23rd of June 2022. We came back into the channel after the fact. So I'm thinking maybe due to market circumstances, this is a bit of an overcorrection, as looking at the fundamentals of this company, we are performing very, very well. What else can we take from this chart? Let's have a quick look at the MACD. Now, the MACD is showing an interesting story. We've seen that over here, the 12-day EMA and the 26-day EMA crossed back on the, I suppose, 15th of February, and they've been moving down ever since. So we're hopefully seeing a bit of a peak of our red period here, and hopefully a movement upwards comes very, very quickly. What I'm seeing here immediately is a lot of volatility, I should say, given the overall market circumstances, which I think will need to correct in a very fast manner. Obviously, main issue here is if the market does start to tank overall consistently for the next few weeks, that's really where I see that AGY could be in for it, and of course many other stocks as well. Let's have a look at the relative strength index. Now, as you can see, we have hit that oversold mark. We've dropped below 30 points on the RSI. Right now you can see 28.05 is where we're sitting at, and we need to see a reversal occur on the RSI given that we are now oversold. That should hopefully then push us back into this channel, moving back into an upwards direction. If we are able to do that, obviously, the key target will immediately be this 20 and 50-day moving average, which is sitting at 68 cents right now. That would be the short-term target to maintain. Now, worst case scenario, let's say we have dropped out and we're going to consistently move down out of this overall long-term channel. Where are we going to go? Well, first and foremost, as I mentioned, 200-day moving average, but where is our next layer of support when it comes to this stock? Well, I would suggest that it is right about here at 53 cents. As you can see, this has been a major point of price action historically, and as a result, that is our major horizontal line of support moving into the future. Overall, what is my predictions? I'm expecting to see a bounce given the operational state of this company, unless obviously panic drives into the market and we see overall many different stocks dropping in value purely given the financial state of the American banking industry. That wraps up today's analysis of Argosy Minerals, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.